Aerial view. Viewing the aquifer looking down into the earth from above. If we were flying above, looking down with X-ray vision like Superman, we would see the aquifer system meandering through the parcel. For the optimum drilling target, maximum yield in gallons per minute, multiple profiles afford you that asset. You can drill anywhere within these profiles, but the pooled area yields the best production. The interstitial environment of the aquifer is a matrix of fractures and pores that transmits water. These fractures may extend outward for miles. Any water perking into these fractures leads to your well. This is what makes a computer 90% accurate for outputs ranging around 15 to 500 plus gallons per minute. This is an excellent example of drilling blindly. 100-acre Avocado Grove, Valley Sena, Vesper Road. 3 wells drilled in the middle of valleys. Utilize visual site selection, lineament analysis by Valerie, water witching dowsing. First well drill looks like a promising place for a well. This is the valley contour, 1,500 feet, 2 gallons per minute. Second well drilled, 1,010 feet, 15 gallons per minute. This is the contour of the valley. Looks like a promising place to drill for a water well. 3 converging valleys. Looks like a great place to drill a water well, but lineament analysis is simply surface observations, convergence of valleys, depressions, or rock outcroppings. You would select right here to drill. Unfortunately, they did. This was the third well drilled, 810 feet, 0 gallons per minute. This scenario happens with all drillers all the time. To groves and homeowners, costing this client around $60,000 plus, not including a pump. Ouch! When you drill blindly, the driller always wins. To make this PowerPoint credible, believable, actual well logs are presented. First well drilled, 1,510 feet, only 2 gallons per minute. On all 3 holes, the driller encouraged the owner to drill deeper, deeper. Owner now speaks Chinese. You need to get a 75% guarantee from the driller. If the driller or his witcher selects the drilling target. All drillers have drilled numerous bad, low-producing, deep wells. Cost just for the hole, ballpark, today's price, $24,000 plus. Ouch. Even if the driller did strike usable water. Electricity costs $75 to pump 1 acre-foot of water every 100 vertical feet to the surface. 75 times 15 equals $1,125 to pump 1 acre-foot. Avocados take 4 acre-feet of water per acre per year. 4 times $1,125 per acre-foot equals $4,500 electric costs per acre. 20 acres times $4,500 equals $90,000 pumping fee. Ouch! Don't you think that the driller knows this? Pumping from a 400-foot depth versus a 1,500-foot depth, electricity costs $1,200 times 20 acres equals $24,000 per year. You save $66,000 per year times 10 years equals $660,000 savings. Or you can make the driller rich. Homeowner in Vista stated that his neighbor had a well drilled to either 1,000 or 1,200 feet in depth, less than 10 gallons per minute. Electricity costs more than the water. He turned off the well. All that expense for nothing, $40,000 plus. Ouch. When you drill blindly, the driller always wins. Always. $90,000 cost per year reduced to $24,000, savings $660,000. Second well drilled, 1,010 feet, 15 gallons per minute. You can only pump 1/2 or 2/3 of the rated output on low volume witched wells. If you have 10 acres plus, drillers know that you have money. So now, let's go for a third well. Another well. You need water? Yes. But should I make the driller rich? Normally, the driller will feed you a carrot. No move-on fee, discounted $1 per foot, or if you drill on my witch's target and we miss, you get a discount, etc. Go for it. Since there is a degree of water everywhere you drill, before drilling, have your driller state how much in gallons per minute you will receive, and do not pay him in full until you are able to fill your total water tank at that gallon per minute rate. Most of the time this will not happen. Careful. Do not drill blindly. The driller always wins. Always. I went for it. Third well drilled. 800 feet deep. No water. Drillers will recommend services to the public that they themselves will not use. Excellent example. A driller that owns around 800 acres of groves, Valley Center, San Diego, will no longer utilize the girl Valerie that selected these prior 3 targets. Nor do they utilize Water Witcher, Walt Stone, Jess Mosa, or EKS for their own groves. but has recommended all four and others numerous times to the public for years. Why? For you to drill blindly and deep a second or third hole. These drillers' actions are a testimonial to the public not to use a water witcher, dowser, etc. Salesmanship. One approach that drillers use to lure people into drilling blindly is by stating, electricity is near and drilling here, close to the power pole, can save you a lot of money. This driller's action, a great example for the public as to what not to do. Since this driller does not utilize his recommendations, why should you? Who is he recommending now? Has he used them? Or are you the guinea pig? Do not believe in water witching, etc. No other driller can do better. The driller always wins. These testimonials are from utilizing computer-generated targets. Do any drilling depths extend down to 800, 1,000, or 1,500 feet? Red triangle denotes the depth. 50 gallons a minute, 350 feet. 54 gallons per minute, 400 feet. 35 gallons a minute, 600 feet. 60 gallons a minute, 350 feet. 500 gallons a minute, 400. 40 gallons a minute, 300. 100 gallons a minute, 600. 500 gallons a minute, 350. 200 gallons per minute, 620. 20 gallons per minute, 500. 170 gallon per minute wells within 200 feet. Rick Aspen drilled these wells. Rick has drilled numerous high-producing water wells on computer-generated targets. 70 gallons per minute, 400 feet. 40 gallons per minute, 230 feet. 100 gallons per minute, 150 feet. 70 gallons per minute, 200 feet. 100 gallons, 400 feet. 85 gallons per minute. Hundreds of gallons a minute. Jess Hutchings, Grove Manager, Valley Center. 15 gallons per minute, 300 feet. Homeowner. All of these people right now are sitting on cloud 9. The computer identifies the aquifer. No driller, no witcher, no chicken bone. No dowser, no old Indian, nor geology. Or visual site selection compares to computer imagery. For the placement of your water well. Every testimonial drilled on target. No one listened to the driller. Testimonial. Wherever you drill on earth, you will receive some water, something if you drill deep enough. Foreman Pete Clay drilled a water well selected by a water witcher, 1,000 feet, 3 gallons per minute. Disappointed, was referred to radar water from a grove manager. Jess Hutchings, Valley Center. Radar water predicted a high yield of a few hundred gallons per minute between 3 to 500 feet. This is the well log. This is the depth at which they hit water. Fracture. By this time, they were hitting 300 gallons per minute. At 73 feet, 2 gallons per minute, 115, 75 gallons per minute, and at 420, 350 gallons per minute. At the 500-foot depth, the driller stopped drilling due to a highly fractal environment. Pump company had a hard time getting the pump into the well. Well hole was drilled crooked. Most drillers do not have the tooling talent to drill on computer-generated targets. So drillers feel you out, feeding your fears to get you to move off of or not use a computer-generated target. Drillers, selling an intangible, take people as gullible, not knowing anything about water well drilling, water geology, or the truth about water witching. Hocus pocus. Drillers sell an intangible. To get the job, they feed you what you want to hear. May 2013, Don called. Driller Rick Aspen walked with his dowsing sticks, 13 acres, said to Don, "You have water." Exactly what Don wanted to hear. Drilled to 1,000 feet. Ouch. Don wants more water, needs to drill another well. Just for the first well, around $20,000. Pump additional $15,000. The driller always wins. Do you really want to drill blindly again? 1,200 feet. 80% of wells are poor. I never should have listened to the driller. Forgive him. He knew what he did. See Part 3. Important notes. Computer-generated targets are hard to drill, but major fracturing is where the water is. Drilling within major fractured zones, many drillers are out of their comfort zone. Most drillers do not have the talent to develop a computer target to full gallon per minute capacity. So they will use any conceivable excuse to discourage the use of the computer, discourage drilling on a selected computer target by moving off target to a degree or making false statements. Recommendations carry a lot of weight. Drillers know this, so for them to have a fair shot at drilling your well, they try to discourage the use of the computer, for we do not recommend most drillers in your area of Riverside and San Diego counties. Drillers do not want to drill shallow wells. There is more money in drilling deep wells. Reason for not recommending certain drillers: being dishonest with prospective clients, making excuses not to drill to depths like we hit hard rock. If we drill deeper, you may lose the water you have right now. Stopping the drilling too early, avoiding a difficult site to drill on, supporting water witching, EKS, etc., when they know it is basically ineffective, wanting to drill blindly to drill extra deep holes, making false claims of a lot of water if we drill with a bigger diameter bit, not having a suitable drilling rig to drill through water zones for maximum production. To be more informed, see other knowledgeable PowerPoint videos on water locating, water witching, dowsing. Learn what it really is. Another video, water locating, EKS Do's and Don'ts. Electro-seismic, now termed seismoelectric, SES, originally known as electrokinesis.